Hello and welcome to Skyrim. This is sort of an introduction video. I'm going to be starting a new series that I'm going to call Stories of Skyrim. I'm going to be using a mod called Skyrim Unbound, which pretty much, instead of having you go through the regular tutorial and opener, it presents you with a menu to kind of just start out however you want. But instead of starting out however I want, I'm just going to randomize everything, create a story for whatever kind of character I end up getting, and then just playing with that. I'm playing with some enforced rules for myself, and I'm playing with a lot of other mods. This is going to be perma-death, so as soon as I die, that's it for that character. Doesn't matter how I die, if it's a glitch, a bug, or if I just plain suck. That's it. Going to delete that character and then start another one. So I'm going to go ahead and start setting all this stuff up. So as you can see, we're playing with Frostfall. So I'm going to start this up, get everything set up real quick. Should pop up with a menu. There we go. Alright, and then open this back up, go back to Frostfall, going to play with hardcore, and apply it. Now exit the menu again, and open it again. It's kind of annoying, but that's why I'm doing this on a separate video as opposed to doing it in the game, because that would be really boring to watch through all this. If you don't want to watch this, you can just skip ahead. You're not really going to miss anything too important as far as the Let's Play goes. I don't think I'm going to allow fast travel. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Effects and interface. I want all this stuff on all the time. Always on. That should do it. Now I'm going to exit the menu all the way just in case. Sometimes it doesn't take effect. Let's make sure this is still on. Okay, enabled. Interface. Okay, all that stuff is good. Alright, locational damage. This one's fun. You can like cut people's heads off easier and such. Settings. Headshots are always instant kills. Exclude heavy helmets. Do not exclude player. Include neck. Cooldowns. Oh, that's cool. I guess that works. Don't want to get too OP. All that's good. More complex needs. Needs mode. More complex. I think I'm going to switch it on basic for now. Because if it's on more complex, then you end up spending the entire game just, you know, eating and sleeping and keeping everything like that just perfect. And then you don't actually get anything done. Which is what I usually do, but for a Let's Play that would be incredibly boring. Okay, so that's good. Real shelter should be on, yes. Sky UI is obviously on. Skyrim Unbound, wet and cold. Blizzard blind should be on. Okay, and now we can get to Skyrim Unbound. Alright, so you can, I'll just go through this real quick. You can choose your class. I actually haven't looked at all of this stuff. Beggar, Vagrant, Thief, Assassin, Explorer, Hunter, Warrior, Fighter, Merchant, Traveler, Mage, Sorceress. Okay. So this is where you decide, you know, you randomize everything. So, I mean, there's some options here where you can even end up not being the Dragonborn. City. That's if you want to start in a city, or you can start out, you know, anywhere. Well, yeah, let's do that. Jail, military camp, all that fun stuff. I don't know if I should make the character and then start it, or if I should... Oh, that's another thing I do need to do, though. I'm gonna go ahead and save it. New save. That way, in the future, when I inevitably die, I can come straight back to here and already have all the mods and everything set up. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go over all the other mods. I've got Winter is Coming, the Merchant Stand mod, Birds of Skyrim, Buildable House, Belt Quiver, Frostfall, Wearable Lanterns, Climates of Tamriel, Bandolier, Fishing in Skyrim, Footprints, Hunting in Skyrim, Moonpath to Elsweyr, Faction Pit Fighter, Left Hand Rings, Real Shelter, Real Wildlife, Lanterns of Skyrim, and Wet and Cold. Now, I'm not necessarily going to be using all of these mods in each playthrough, but I figure, you know, if I end up starting out as a kid, that's another thing that's going to be random, is my race. If I end up starting out as a Khajiit, it would be cool, you know, if the story that I make up to go with it, it would be cool to go and visit Elsweyr, or even if I'm not a Khajiit, just Khajiit, whatever. So I've got all those there as, you know, just in case my person stumbles across it and it makes sense, then I can go ahead and use it. I'll probably be adding some others. Why do I always feel the need to save it every 5 minutes. Oh, also, I didn't mention Skyrim Redone, did I? I have Skyrim Redone, also. And apparently playing it on anything higher than Adept is just suicidal because of how much it changes the combat system. I think the recommended was either Adept or Apprentice. I'm gonna go with Adept. Oh, I also turned off compass waypoints. Or I've got a mod to do it. Let's move that. So it looks like everything is set up. Also, I'm recording in 720p. I tried doing this in 1080, but the file size was just huge. It took forever to compress and upload. I actually had, I think, 3 episodes done, and then I went to start compressing them, and it was going to literally take all day to do it. And then I would have had to split those videos up into smaller chunks, and splitting up a 20-minute video into 3 parts was just kind of silly, because then it would only end up being like 6 minutes apiece, if that. And yeah, so I think we're ready to get started. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start the first character right now. Okay, so now I like the randomize options because obviously it randomizes it, but I like having the starting spells because if I end up starting out as a mage without any spells, it's going to be really difficult to play because one of my rules that I set for myself was that whatever class I get set up as, I'm not diverging from that at all. So I guess I'll ensure that I have the starting spells, and then I'll just manually randomize this other stuff with like a dice roll. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So 1 through 3, yes. 4 through 6, no. So random dragon spawns. Yes. Scripted dragon encounters. Yes. Dragon soul absorption. Yes, so it does look like I am going to be the Dragonborn. Word of power wall. What? If enabled without dragon, new words learned will be instantly unlocked. That's just silly. Okay. And yes. Wow, that was some pretty terrible dice rolls. Okay, so yes on everything. And random this, random this. So let's begin our adventure. Now, I don't know how long this loading screen is going to take. First time I did this, it took forever because I was compressing at the same time that I was recording. So that was just eating up the computer. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording now and I'll bring it back in. Oh, never mind. There it goes. Cool. That didn't take long at all. Okay, so now I'm going to randomize my race. So I'm going to do the same thing, but different. There's 10 races, so 1 through 3 is going to be in the first 5, 4 through 6 is going to be in the second 5, and then I'll further narrow it down. So 5, so it's going to be in the second 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So starting at Khajiit, and I'm ignoring 6s, so 6, so I'm ignoring that. And a 5, so I am a wood elf. Alright. That's weird hair goings-ons. Alright, so male, I guess I'll randomize that too. And that's a female. And let's see if we have any decent presets. This one's not bad. Skin tone's fairly dark, but she's a wood elf, so oaken skin, I guess, is normal. Complexion, no dirt. Dirt is annoying. War paint is very situational. All of this looks pretty bad on her. Oh, that looks fine. That's red. Does red work? I don't know. I was thinking more of a greenish because she's a wood elf. That'll do. Her face looks fine, I guess. Eye color's crazy. Oh, that's just the light reflecting off of it. Blah blah blah. Hair, I am gonna change the hair color because that's... well, nah, I guess that works. Alright, so I need to think up a different wood elf name. This might take a while. How about... it's gotta like flow smoothly. Aurelia? Yeah, I think that'll do. Alright. So now we're gonna load again. Once it loads, this is where I'm gonna cut the video and actually begin recording this particular person's story. Okay.